What's up with it, YouTube, man? Today, we're going to be doing a react. I haven't done a react in a while since we reacted to elfayz on the Isaac transfer saga. Today, it's actually a really interesting video because here we got 50 things that will happen before 2030. As you can see, this video was made in 6 years ago, so I think 2019, yes, late 2019 this video was made. And another thing I noticed, bro, Irish guy. This guy's been doing content for 6 years. Damn, I didn't. And he actually collabed with HITC. I used to watch them bare back in the day. So yeah, we will be going through the predictions and see. I mean, we're like what, 4 years until 2030. So without further ado, let's get right into. Look at that haircut, bro. You see, this is the type of haircut you see, and you just get nostalgic about those 2010s ballers, bro. Like Tony Kroos, Olivier Giroud, yo, them way there, fam. Anyways, let's get right in.
Here's a stat that will blow your mind. Around 7% of you won't live until 2030. Who knows?
He's not talking about me. Yeah, you won't live until 2030. Oh, wait, hold on. That's low-key fucked up. I'm sorry. My bad.
Before 2030. Oh, by the way, before we start this video, I'm trying to hit 300k subscribers by Christmas.
Wait, whoa. You told me Irish Guy was part of HITC? This used to be Irish Guy's old channel? Damn, I did not. You learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Kylian Mbappe will become first 300 million player. One of these days,
Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think he's like valued at 300 million. I think probably 200 million at best. The only 300 million player I'd say right now is Amenyah, because obviously Amenyah is already one of the best players ever, in my opinion. And obviously he's only 19 years old, so we got like plenty of years of greatness to come. But yeah, honestly, I don't think, will we see that? Only if Lamine Yamal decides to move clubs, which I highly doubt he will. We will see 300 million. But I mean, we did see Mbappe move from PSG. To be fair, it was on a free. But even if he did transfer, the transfer fee would probably only go for like no more than 200 mil, if I'm being honest.
You will have a footballer sold 300 million quid for 10 toes, while I'm busy trying to afford bread for my f***ing sandwich.
Oh damn, I didn't know Irish Guy used to cuss that much. I mean, he was way more unhinged back then.
One of these days, we're gonna have the first £1 billion player. Hopefully that...
Oh yeah, we were far... Wait, actually, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. We were kind of close with the Mbappe Al Hilal saga. Or not even Mbappe Al Hilal, more recently, Vinny Jr. and Al Hilal. We were pretty goddamn close, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know what's gonna be fun? I'll be grading him on, like, either 0.5 if he's, like, partially correct, 1 if he gets one correct, and obviously no points if he doesn't get any correct. But this one, I'm kind of inclined to... Actually, no, I'm not inclined to, because, like, at the end of the day, Neymar is still the record transfer, so...
It's like Jessica Alba winning a beauty pageant against a bunch of middle-aged women from Blackpool. And yet, headlines like this still exist.
Hey, shout out Blackpool.
Marcus Rashford as good as Kylian Mbappe.
Y'all probably got some good ass MILFs, so... Wait, what?
Things like this still exist.
Marcus Rashford as good as Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe will soon follow in the footsteps of his idol and sign for Real Madrid for upwards of 300 million quid. Maybe even next summer.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you 0.5 for that, because you did say that Mbappe will play for Real Madrid. Even though that wasn't part of like the official prediction, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I know that Neymar will be first £1 million a week player.
I mean, how much is he earning at Al Hilal? Can we? How much was he earning at Al Hilal? Can we fact check this? Wait, as a matter of fact, what is Ronaldo's thing? Ronaldo's salary? 7.6 million per. Bombaclat. Okay, so that's another half point, because technically he was right. I mean, Ronaldo is earning well more than $1 million per week.
Face of the planet.
0.5. He's 1 for 2.
Man United will win the Premier League. Now,
if this was last season, I would have laughed in your face. But I'm not gonna lie, they've been looking quite promising under Carrick. I'm pretty sure in the last 5 games, they've collected like what, 13 points, 1 draw, and 4 wins, I believe. But 2026 is going to be Arsenal. 2027 is going to be Liverpool. It's kind of... It's like, it's probably a 60% chance of it happening. But as of now, they haven't done shit. I should probably stop cussing, bro. That's just gonna be more work for me in post-production.
Or KSI to beat Logan Paul when he's done nothing but stuff his face with lard for the last 9 months. But lads, it's
I mean, yeah, he ended up beating him.
Man United. Yeah, they're going through some bad times, but they just spent £80 million on a goddamn centre back. 60 million on a right back. They're going through some bad times, but they just spent £80 million on a goddamn centre back.
Harry Maguire. Okay, let's be honest. 6 years in the future after this signing, 2026, was Harry Maguire worth the price tag? I mean, I think he's been picking it back up recently, but we can't forget those past 5 years. This has been a flop signing.
60 million on a right back. Yes.
60 million on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Are you mad, bruv?
They've gone 6 years without a title, but Christ above, I can guarantee you, I will bet you my left arm. You can hunt me down in 2030 and I will give it to you if they don't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Say goodbye to the arm, bro. You're gonna have to. If you left-handed, you're not gonna be beating off no more. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But they will. They can't go 17 years without a league title. Not Manchester United. That's no. If that happens, the likes of Ed Woodward will be sent into exile, banished to live in some.
Yeah, he been sent into exile. What are we talking about? Are the Glazers still? I think we got not the Glazers. Is Jim Ratcliffe even part of the Glazers?
Sweaty cave out the back arse of Mongolia. Juventus will win the Champions League.
But I remember, this is funny because the conversation back then was Cristiano Ronaldo. He said, you might as well just let us win the Champions League this season because we're going to win it eventually. Now, I'm not going to lie. Every season from like 2019 to probably 2021, Juventus were the consistent favorites to win the Champions League. I mean, they were stacked. They had Dybala, they had Cristiano Ronaldo, they have Marouane Pjanic. Okay, that doesn't really sound as good now that I say it out loud. And they were in a slump for like the past 2 years. Yeah, it's not happening, bruv. It's not happening. Juventus are not winning the Champions League. Their best player is Kenan Yildiz, who's probably going to leave. Locatelli is definitely leaving. He's going to Liverpool. They are far from a Champions League. They should be focusing on qualifying for the Champions League, if anything.
I mean, they have to, don't they? They're the club everyone wants to be at right now. The fact
and you see that project just kind of blew up. Now the men are dealing with coup miners and Cambiaso and them men.
Marcus Rashford will end up washed up at 30.
Now, Chad, let's have an honest conversation. Let's have an honest conversation. He's playing probably, I wouldn't say he's playing the best football he's ever had at Barca because I say 22-23 was his best season. But I mean, Rashford is like how old? He's like 27. Marcus Rashford, as of now, is 28 years old. In 2 years, will Marcus Rashford be washed up? I don't think that's a crazy take. So I'm going to give him 1.5 points for that.
But listen, lads, Marcus Rashford started young. He's played over 200 senior games of football before the age of 22. It doesn't mean he can't still have a great career.
I mean, technically he's washed because now even though I do still think he's a great left winger. But instead of being like the star boy, the future, the face of Manchester United, he's coming off the bench for Barcelona, who are a Champions League contending team. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like that's kind of going to be his career for the next few years. Coming off the bench for a Champions League contender. I wouldn't say he's washed because, like I said, he's like back to playing like some of the best.
Ronaldo's son will win the Golden Ball. Okay, considering the media.
I mean, here's the way I look at it. Cristiano Ronaldo's son, I haven't seen much of him at the youth level, obviously because of modern nonce. But I mean, it's kind of the same thing with Bronny. He'd be even lucky to get to make a career in the top 5 leagues.
Cracking in 2030, I'll nearly be 40 years old and probably still living on cat food and chunks of.
Wait, hold up. How old is I've actually never thought about this. How old is the Irish guy? I mean, looking at him now, I'd say like at worst he's like 29, 28. But he's probably like, if I'm being real, he's probably like 36. Damn, this guy is an unk. He's not even an unk. He's a grandpa.
Down here, Mike Ashley will sell Newcastle. For Newcastle.
Let's go. That's a spot on prediction, Irish guy. I like that out of you. 2.5 for 8. Because guess what? They ended up selling Newcastle to them Saudi owners.
The club has essentially been fed scraps from the table.
Hey, they went from this brother to Bruno Guimaraes. Hey, they used to be starving,
transfer
bro.
window.
It's still Newcastle, by the way. I fucking hate the Geordies.
With Newcastle fans practically forced every summer to...
Except Jordan Henderson, he cool.
Bournemouth will go back to League One. Yeah.
Horrible mistake. Holy, was Bournemouth actually that bad? Because I mean, right now Bournemouth is one of the best talent factories in the Premier League. I mean, they produce Dominic Solanke, Dean Howson, Milos Kerkez, Antoine Semenyo, and even more recently, Rayon. Horrible ass prediction. I wonder what the Irish guy is thinking now. I wonder if he made a video reacting to this.
You're doing right now, just like a pensioner's dick after 3 pints of whiskey, there's...
What? Yo, Irish guy, this guy used to be so unhinged back in the day. Why is he saying...
There's a time limit for how long you're actually going to stay up. Yes,
He was actually the Irish guy. Now he's just an Irish guy. He's just a guy from Ireland. Back then, this is the real Irish guy.
And 1 or 2 star players forcing their way out. And soon you'll be back to...
I mean, they've had like 6-star players leave and they still good. Honestly, yeah, I think they'll fall off once Iraola leaves.
Sleeping in the gutter
that's my
and
take.
living off a diet of paint, gravel and candle wax. Or maybe that's just me. Wolves will reach Europa League final.
Holy take. Wolves right now are fighting relegation.
Rangers will win the league. Yeah, Celtic fans won't like this one.
Yeah, I
But
don't know, bro. I'm gonna research this in post-production and put it on the screen.
Ryan Brewster will be a £100 million...
Ryan Brewster, that's the name I haven't heard in years. Oh my days. I remember using this guy on my Liverpool FIFA career mode, but nowadays he's playing for like what? Sheffield United? I don't even know. Ryan Brewster is now 25 years old, playing for Derby County.
Berahino will retire in shame, eaten by his cats. Yeah.
Who?
Phil Foden will captain England. You would think...
Phil Foden will captain England. Wait, hold on. I'm assuming he's talking about the 2026. Obviously, it's Harry Kane, but let's think about 2030. There's Foden is not more worthy of a captaincy than Declan Rice, than Jude Bellingham, than Mark Gay. Shoot, I even put Harry Maguire as more worthy of a captaincy than him. He's not more worthy than Bukayo Saka. He's not more worthy than Cole Palmer. He's not even more worthy than Morgan Rogers. But if it's like a one-off match, I hear it. Like say they're playing the Maldives in a friendly and you decide to captain Phil Foden, I hear it. But no way in hell is Foden becoming the England captain.
It's almost impossible for a youngster. Wayne Rooney will manage a Premier League club. Wayne Rooney has always said he wants to become a manager. He's taken his coaching badges. He's now
is he even coaching anymore?
Yeah, one day Wayne Rooney will manage in the Premier League.
In post-production, you will
England
take care of
given
this.
a job.
I will say this though. Here's my prediction. Sergio Busquets so you just retired. In about 5 years, Sergio Busquets will be one of the best managers in the world. If he does end up managing. That's my prediction.
Jack Grealish will never play for England.
Yo, what do you got against Jack Grealish, bro? Oh yeah, he used to be an Irish guy. He used to represent Ireland. I forgot about that. Not even him, Declan Rice as well, before they switched sides. But yes, Grealish did end up playing for England. What was that one song? Do you remember before the Euros there was a footballer that nobody knows? His name was Jack.
Gay footballer will come out in the Premier League.
Do we have a batsman in the Liam Delap? You know what? That's a W prediction. I'm gonna give 0.5 for that because Liam Delap, he didn't officially come out, but let's be real, bro. That bird is a batsman. Let's be real, bro.
Whether or
3,
not the
that's
gay
0.5.
footballer Theo Walcott will become a pundit. Yeah,
I mean, he is, but like, why was this a conversation back then? What worth did this conversation have? Theo Walcott becoming a pundit? Like, I don't even know how, like, I guess he was like a really pretty eloquent speaker, but like, yeah, spot on prediction. I think he's only had like 2 spot on predictions. One of them being what was the one I said? Oh yeah, Newcastle, and this one.
Jose Mourinho will win the World Cup. Yeah, I'll always.
Yeah, that's not happening. Jose Mourinho is pretty washed up. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping he could manage. Honestly, yeah, 2030. Let's see. Hopefully, he manages Portugal because Portugal do really have a golden generation going on. I mean, their midfield, yeah, is Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes. You have one of the best 10s in the world, one of the best 8s in the world in João Neves, and a good dictatorial play in Vitinha. You also have Nu Mensch as your left back, one of the best left backs ever, and a pretty good crosser as your right back in Matheus Nunes. Also, Diogo Dalot off the bench, and then your back two is probably going to be Ruben Dias and Renato Vega, I'd say. Front three, Rafael, easily the best player in that team. What a talent he is. Off the right, João Felix, I guess. I'm not sure. And Cristiano Ronaldo up top. I mean, it's not going to be Ronaldo. It's probably going to be like Gonzalo Ramos.
Steve Bruce will never coach in the Premier League again. No, he won't.
Yeah, once again, I don't really know anything about this Steve Bruce character, so post-production, Tracy, you got me, right?
Gary Taylor-Fletcher will eat his entire family. If he hasn't already. Javi Garcia will be sacked by Christmas. Man City will win the Champions League. This isn't a prediction.
Yeah, I mean, like, water is what the They were, now this was a team that was inevitable to win the Champions League. They were just missing that lethal goal scorer in Erling Haaland.
Leeds will get promoted. They have to.
Yes, and by the will of Rafinha, they did. Oh, I mean, they stayed. Oh wait, no, they got promoted before Rafinha came.
England will win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Lincoln City will reach the Premier League. Yeah, why not? Lincoln City were finished.
Yeah, I mean, Luton talented, but like, who the Lincoln City? I've never heard of them brothers until now.
Salford City will reach the Championship. Again, why not?
Yeah, once again, I don't know if they did.
I know
Post-production,
Tracy. Paul Pogba will sign for an MLS club.
There's a huge possibility. He will. I mean, because, let's be real, bro. The brother's, he's washed up. He's playing for AS Monaco now, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went to, Inter Miami.
Cristiano Ronaldo will become a movie star.
I mean, he has a YouTube channel now, so, he's kind of right, you know. I'm going to give him 0.5 for that.
Selling cheap whiskey and punching old men when they don't drink it. We will never hear from Bobby Duncan again. It's true, we won't. Sadly. Vinicius Jr. will sign for Man City.
Hold up now. There were talks in the summer that Man City, they needed a left winger, so they was going to go for Vinny Jr. I mean,
Steven Gerrard will win the Premier League with Liverpool.
We did end up winning the Premier League, just not with Stevie. And I think with him, we probably would have been a mid-table club.
Isn't it? He'll replace Jurgen Klopp in 2022, and with the likes of Keanu Hoover, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Ryan Brewster.
Who are these niggas?
Arsenal will win the league. I think we can all...
Yeah, I mean, this season, let's just give them a point for that. It's more than a formality at this point. Arsenal are going to win the league this year. I've accepted it, but let's be real. Nobody's going to care. Like what? About time Arteta won a league. Guess what? Slot did it in his first season. You're not special.
Ivory Coast will win the African Nations Cup on penalties after a goalless final.
Now they did win AFCON again. What was it? Like 4 years after this. But it wasn't on pens. It was from a Sebastian Haller winner.
Jamie Vardy will play for Sheffield Wednesday.
That's a possibility, you know, because right now my man's he's banging it out in the mid-table of Serie A. That's a possibility. I honestly can see that. Because he is washed now. He's like, what, 38, 39? Sergio Aguero will end top 2 in the Premier League goal scoring charts. Hell no. Hell no. He ended up retiring in 2023 due to heart issues.
Harry Kane will not break Alan Shearer's record. Yeah, he won't do it.
Yeah, he didn't. Because now he's at Bayern and he didn't. I mean, he's second though, I'm pretty sure.
Jurgen Klopp will manage Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich want to, of course.
Yeah, he ended up retiring and now he's the Trivago guy.
Raheem Sterling will win the Ballon d'Or.
Holy. Now, here's the thing about Sterling, yeah. That moment that this video was published was when Raheem Sterling was at his peak. You could say that his peak is definitely, like, amongst one of the best Premier League wingers ever. But I think it's because of, like, the strenuous minutes he played when he was younger. Like, when he was in that Liverpool squad, he was, like, what? He was, like, playing at, like, 18, 19 years old as a jit. Played a lot of minutes. And his body ended up giving up. And now he's 31, rotting on the bench. Not even on the bench. He's rotting in the reserves for Arsenal. However, I will say this. 2019 Raheem Sterling wins the Ballon d'Or in 2024.
Messi and Ronaldo won't be around forever. In about 3 years, both of them will be out of the reckoning for Ballon d'Ors, I'd say. I mean, come on, who wins a Ballon d'Or? 35. By then, both of them will be out of the reckoning for Ballon d'Ors, I'd say. I mean, come on, who wins a Ballon d'Or? 35.
Say that again?
years, both of them will be out of the reckoning for Ballon d'Ors, I'd say. I mean, come on, who wins a Ballon d'Or at 35? By then,
One more time for the
both of
people in
them
the
will
back.
be out of the reckoning for Ballon d'Ors, I'd say. I mean, come on, who wins a Ballon d'Or at 35?
Messi, because he's the GOAT. He won a Ballon d'Or at 36. Let's actually go through the years. 2020 canceled. 2021, it was given to a 34-year-old Messi. 2022, a 34-year-old Benzema. 2023, a 36-year-old Messi. 2024, a 28-year, the first under 30 player to win it in like what 6, 7. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Why do I keep? And 2025, a 28-year-old Ousmane Dembele.
By then, Sterling will be 27, in the prime of his career, and if he keeps improving the way he's going...
At the age of 27, Raheem Sterling is 2021. He was... Well, actually, to be fair, 2021 was also his peak as well, because you could say that he was the best player on that England squad in the Euros, and Man City did make the Champions League final. So, yeah, you could say... As a matter of fact, didn't he make top 15 that year? Yeah, he did. He was 15th.
Sergio Ramos will manage Real Madrid. A club legend managing Real Madrid.
I low-key hear it, but here's the thing. Sergio Ramos hasn't retired yet. And it'll probably take 3 years to be it'll probably take like 4 or 5 years after he retires to become a well-established coach. Even then, I don't even think Sergio Ramos wants to be a manager. Because you saw, like, my man, he's, like, into the boxing now. He's doing the little rap thing. He thinks he's Bad Bunny when he's not really like that. Like, you're not cold, brother. Just enjoy retirement, brev.
It's been done before, why not again? Ravel Morrison will end up stacking shelves in Asda when he's 30.
I mean, he's right, because, like, I don't know who this guy is.
What more do you want me to say? Pep Guardiola will finally be sacked. It doesn't matter how great a manager you are. The likes of Brian Clough, Sir Bobby Robson, Jose Mourinho, all being sacked. All it takes is one disastrous run of form, and people will say, Pep's lost it. I guarantee Pep will be...
Yeah, and that run of form did happen last year. But hey, Pep picked it back up. Now they're title contenders again, and I mean, he is leaving pretty soon, so I don't think he will get sacked.
At least once by 2030. Paul McShane will punch me in the face. All right, Paul. Take your best shot.
He's kind of
Paul
hench,
McShane will punch me in the face.
Well, hold on.
All right, Paul.
Look at that slim physique. Hold up. Why Irish? Allow it, bro. Let me...
Take your best shot.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be the vid. Some if you don't. And with that said,